Hello everyone, today I'm gonna edit a couple of Fujifilm Raw file and I'm gonna use the Wacom tablet also, so I just have that connected in my new MacBook Pro. So the first thing, as you can see that here are the raw files that I selected. Many of you want to see how I edit this raw file. This just right as shot in the camera. So for those of you, the setting, I think I use the custom 2 setting. It's kind of warm. If you want to make it into like this, you just set this temperature into 6500 and then +4 on the tint. Then you will get this warm tone in here. And for those of you shooting raw file, you can just choose another one. This is the auto. It feels kind of like cold to me, so I like the one that start with the warm tone first. And also many of you previously asked me about the preset. I saved my own preset just to help me get started with, but I will try to do one quick one first before I using the preset, so you know my editing process. So I'm gonna start with the contrast, just add a little bit of contrast, and because it has some darker background right there, I like to have some contrast. Sitting on the table behind me is the window, is a glass window, so that it has a natural light on her face. I'm gonna decrease the highlight a little bit, increase the shadow slightly a little bit. You can just play around to see what do you like. Do you want darker tone or not that dark, but increase the highlight in the beginning can create more detail, pull out more detail. So let's see the white, I'm just leave it slightly under because it's general the moody tone. Black, I'm gonna around -8. So for clarity, I put a little bit slightly to the left, so that it has so if you're very strong, it's like super soft, but just slightly to create a nice soft tone overall, but not too much. Sometimes it helps. Dehaze, sometimes it helps to make it more solid. The overall feel is more solid. And vibrance makes the mid-tone more colorful, like saturated. So I put a little bit slightly and then desaturate the other things. So, and then for the tone curve, I'm gonna drag it down a little bit, add some tone up. So let me drag down the tone curve and then slightly increase, and then increase the mid-tone. Sometimes it feels too dark, then you adjust slightly, and then the overall fade. So the more you pull this up, the more fade that you get. You can see the difference. On the darker, on the left hand side, is fading a lot more if you try very extreme. But I will keep that in the around here, so slightly, just slight amount of fade. And I'm gonna adjust before I'm going to the next one, I'm gonna adjust the cropping 4:5 for Instagram, and I'm gonna crop, make sure that the lines are nice, like parallel with the frame. So I'm just slightly adjust the frame right now. Okay, so leave some headroom on this side. I don't want to crop too close. And I can see a dot right here. I'm gonna patch that, because sometimes these small things annoys me. I just want to make it a little bit cleaner. Okay, so this one, and then let's see. You can pull down a little bit of the white, but not too much, just slightly, a little bit, and highlight also, so it became the S curve. The next one I'm gonna do, let me see. So for the lips has a red, I think. Increase the saturation a little bit. Let's see. Yeah. And then for the orange, this is the main skin tone right here. So overall the skin tone is already good. So because if you move it like that, it's too green or too red. So slightly a little bit tilted toward the red side, so I leave it -3. Yellow, you can adjust, maybe desaturate the yellow a little bit. You can desaturate it, and then the yellow you can make it more orange also, so that the tone is like darker. Let me see. Yep, so this is good. And I can see a little bit of green on here, but the overall doesn't fit the green. You can see that if you drag around, you can see what kind of green in the picture. But I'm gonna desaturate the green. Not much blue in here. Yep. So those I can desaturate it, because the overall main tone I want the brown overall. So I'm just gonna desaturate this a little bit, and then for split toning I can do a little bit warm tone, maybe slightly couple percent, just to put it up. And let me go back. I want to add more black. So I can see that this one still tilted to the right a little bit. So I'm gonna tilt it back slightly. Okay, so that looks good to me. And once I finish this picture, last time I showed you the image portraiture 3, so I just do a quick retouch on this picture. So once I have this one on, and then I click it and then OK, and then I can go back to this one, and then Control E, save. I save 100% of the quality, size, export. That's done. And if I want to save this filter later, I can just do a Control Shift N, save this preset for my use later. I can just say coffee shop gold color. So this is just a general thing to remind me. And then this coffee shop gold, and then previously has a coffee shop vibes. So it added to here. So I think I have to, let me remove that one. I have to save it on the other one. So let me do this, Control Shift N, shop go to, yeah, for now. Let's see. Let me save it. So now is coffee shop go to, and this is coffee shop go 1. So I have this darker and lighter, so that you can use it for later on. So once this finishes, you can use the copy also, but if you don't want to use copy, because this is the same location, see, you can just do go to, then all the other settings will be applied to here. So it's pretty convenient. I think for most of you, who knows Lightroom already, and then you will know this feature. But this just me just want to document my learning process in here. And once I set the lighting and the light right there, I'm gonna adjust this. There's a dot right here, and then this looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna edit one more time. Yep, so I'm gonna click OK, and then back, and then Control Shift E, save, and that's it. So that's how I copy and paste my previous edit. So usually the first edit I takes most of the time, like around 15 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes, and then after that it probably takes like 2 or 3 minutes, just do some minor adjustment, and that's it. That's how I edit the Fujifilm Raw files. And for those of you who want to see this video, thank you for the suggestion, and thanks for watching and support in both my Instagram and YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.